Can I intro it? Okay.
Are you at a loss of words over there?
Yeah, a little bit. Is that how I should intro it? Here, I'll start. Ready? Okay. I was genuinely thinking like, oh, I'll intro it today and I'll say something like this. Are you ready? Welcome to Two Awesome People. I'm Kelly and I'm married to, say your name.
Don.
Don.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
And this is our podcast. Thanks for listening. Was that good?
Brilliant.
Yeah, like I should get paid for this.
We passed 10 episodes. High five to us. 10 episodes in the can.
Is it called the can if it's just online? It's probably just like on the cloud.
On the cloud does not have the same ring as in the can.
Okay, so yeah, we didn't actually get into what our podcast is about. We are just a couple of married folks in our 40s, and we're talking about life and our very many opinions and whatever comes up.
I fully enjoy this.
I enjoy it too. If we stopped doing it, I think it would be like a laziness.
We're not lazy people. We're two awesome people
who are sometimes lazy.
I still think the goal is just to laugh.
I think yours and my goal is still the same, where it's just like, let's have a personal exercise of talking to each other for an extended period of time about anything.
For the people who are listening, I think it's fantastic if it brightens their day just a little bit. There's a lot of shit in the world.
You're such a do-gooder, Don.
So what's today's episode about?
Today's episode is all about routines, Don. Your morning routine, a work routine. It's also about something else. What else was it about?
Kelly got this topic off the net.
The power of routine.
Oh my God, don't read it.
I'm not going to. Oh yeah, rituals. That was the other word. And habits, quirky daily habits.
Should I chat GPT this episode?
You could look up routines. And I think you have a lot to say about routines because I think you are a huge proponent of a routine.
Yes. You're just funny because I come up with topic ideas with what's going on right now in my life. And you email me this topic idea. You just copied and pasted it.
Time is money, Don. I copied it and I pasted it and I hit send. What am I going to do?
Being efficient. Making it happen, Kelly. Well, why did you land on this topic? What do routines mean to you?
Well, to me, routines, why do you laugh when you ask that?
I was just wondering if I put you on the spot.
No, to me, routines mean like organization. So a routine is really just a way of organizing your time. And then I also liked this because, like I said, you're like Mr. Routine.
So this was picked for Don?
Well, a little bit. I knew that there would be a lot to say about it. What do you think the benefit of a routine is?
The benefit of a routine?
Yeah.
Sanity.
Okay. I mean, that's a really big benefit. If without a routine, you go insane.
You asked me the benefit. That's what I think the benefit is.
Yeah, say no more.
Without a routine, you'd either be the laziest person on earth or go crazy.
And probably you would go crazy because of a feeling of disorganization, right? You would be like adrift.
Yeah, it'd be floating in the ocean with no islands or no land in sight. And it's like, oh my God, which way do I swim?
Right.
Kelly's not an ocean swimmer.
I can't tread water. If I was on a boat that went under, I would be the first to go.
No, you wouldn't. I'd save you. I'd get the door and you'd be on the door.
I don't think you would be able to save me.
That was a Titanic reference.
Yeah, I understood the Titanic reference. I didn't have like a lot to say back to it. I'm just saying I would be difficult to save. Don't sacrifice yourself for my ineptitude.
I would be Leo DiCaprio for you.
Okay.
Well, so you can't have that open water. You need routines too.
I can't even have closed water, Don. In the pool, I don't really swim. I float and I can stand in the shallow end. I don't do well in the deep.
So in this metaphor, you really need a routine.
Yeah, because I don't want to be adrift in the ocean or the water or anything. Yes, that's true.
Thanks for catching on there.
Mm-hmm. I got there.
I was going to keep talking about water for the next 20 minutes until you finally...
That would have been real boring. The payoff was not that good.
Not there.
But with routines, I also am a big proponent of free time, which I think you are too, because you need to have like unwind time and everything, right?
Yeah, but you're really jumping the boat.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to jump the boat. I won't do that.
Not a saying.
What were you going to say?
I was saying you were just skipping routines and going to not a routine.
No, I was getting somewhere. Would you like to follow me there?
I would. Let's
Okay.
go. Let's go, Kel.
So we both encourage free time. I personally think that there are better times of day for free time, and that maybe like a morning routine is important to have. This is where I was going with it, Dawn. You should work through your routines. You should get done what you have to get done and then earn that free time later in the day.
Nice.
Did you see? Did you see how I got there?
You like told a story there.
It was delicate.
And beautiful.
It was. So anyway,
I love it. It's there. I completely agree with you too.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, I think that more than anything, a routine in the morning is more beneficial. Probably in different ways too. It's probably more beneficial like when it comes to productivity, but also just in terms of the psychology of starting your day.
Getting shit done right off the bat. Have you read about these 4 a.m.ers? I know them who wake up at 4 a.m. and it's like, by the time it's 6 a.m., I've gotten a workout in. I've sent off 10 emails, written a book.
Book. I admire them. I am not one of them. It would totally destroy the morning routine for the whole house because if the boys hear that someone's up, they will get up.
So 4 a.m. routine will just screw up everybody in the household.
Oh my God. It would be a disaster.
You'd have to have a huge house.
Or you would just have to have everything in your room, basically. So you just stay in your room.
My morning routine starts with the sun.
You're like a tribesman. Do you salute the sun?
I get up and I salute the sun naked.
No, you do not. If you started doing that, though, it would be pretty funny.
If you just opened your eyes and there I was naked looking at the sun.
Yeah, I think you'd have to be outside to do it properly. So you wake with the sun, and then what happens, Dawn?
I fart.
Okay, we don't need the intricacies of your morning routine, just the highlights. Just give us the highlight reel. You know, I do take the blame for that answer. I should have seen it coming. I apologize.
You set me up.
Well, I go to the bathroom a lot when I first wake up.
I don't even understand how your body is prepared to go that early.
My body's ready to go, ready for the day. Just let's get moving. The morning routine is pretty much, it's not a set routine, I think, for you and I, in that it's sometimes in different orders, but we always do the same things in the morning.
I think our routine is pretty set, but it changes throughout the year. During the school year, it's a little bit different than in the summer.
So these days, it's a little bit slower moving, but I think that in the grand scheme of things, we still get up at a good time. And the boys get fed, and you do a workout. Dawn leads a workout.
Pump iron. I pump it. I'll pump it. Yeah.
I don't think there's any iron involved.
There's no iron
in the workout.
No iron.
No. Dawn's been going on morning runs with our boys.
It's called torture.
It's definitely started out that way, but they seem to have turned a corner, I would say.
So every morning we run about 1.5 miles or so. It's downhill, then back uphill. And they were walking half of it. And finally it was like, let's run it. And it was brutal the first couple of days, but now it's starting to become a little bit more routine. You want to guess how long it's going to take to become truly routine?
So is that like how many days of doing it? I don't know. I'm not going to keep guessing numbers like an auctioneer.
Do I have a 20? Do I have a 20? It says 66 to 254 days. Depending on what you're doing, physicality apparently is harder to become routine than, let's say, changing diet. Diet's easier.
And does that have to be consistent, like 66 days straight?
The articles I was reading, it's very undefined. Routines are very hard to study. Because they're different for everybody. And it's hard to find a routine, and routines change. And so there's no one way. Yeah, they basically walked away with 66 to 254 days. That's a long time.
Yeah, that's a really long time. That's like, I don't even know how people get into routines then.
Right?
But so I guess that's the difference between like routine and maybe a habit. Like you could get into a habit of doing it.
God, now do I need to Google what's the difference between routines and habits?
A habit is a behavior, and a routine is more like an activity, I guess. I'm not sure.
You're very close. Look at you. I know why I married you.
Because I knew the difference between a habit and a routine.
I was like, this girl knows the difference between.
I'm just looking for somebody who knows the difference.
A routine is a series of actions, often planned and intentional.
Got it. Yeah.
Followed in a specific order.
What is a habit?
A habit is more automatic, often unconscious, and is repeated more regularly.
So it's like a behavior, because you can have a habit of like biting your fingernails or something.
Mm-hmm. I've made that into my routine.
But yeah. I've done that enough that it's now routine.
6:30 every day, I'm going to bite my nails. Now it's a routine.
It makes you sound very regimented, like you should be in the army.
Ooh, that's a good point, Kelly.
Oh, what is this point that I've made now?
You are just on top of it. You're on fire.
I wanted to do this topic.
You did. Are you a military routine follower, or are you jazz?
See, I don't even know what the difference between those things are, but I think that you and I would both be jazz.
The foundation of jazz is making it up as you go.
Yes, but I think that in a jazz song, you still have like an end goal. It's like being a little bit more fluid with it, which is good. I think that that's healthy, because I don't think you can like over plan everything.
You could over plan everything.
I probably could.
Having a routine minimizes our distractions. It creates a focused work environment. You're more efficient. A routine and having a schedule reduces stress until the schedule and routines become OCD and bananas. And then you are more focused and stressed out about your routine.
Well, yeah, then you would have to change the routine a little bit. I agree that it reduces stress. And I think it reduces stress because, at least if you write it out, then you have a visual on what needs to happen. And maybe it's less overwhelming than it was in your head with things just bouncing around.
So do you write out 6:30 in the morning, fart?
I do not write that. My husband might.
You're talking about a to-do list. That's different than a routine.
Well, that's true. But I do think that like if anybody were to think like, what do I do between 8 and 12 every morning? It would be somewhat consistent. So it's sort of like that routine is sort of like your morning to-do list.
Maybe. I think that a routine is more ingrained than a to-do list. I think that if you were to want to change your morning routine and you, let's say, are in a routine rut, then you would sit. Yeah, I like that.
Is that a thing?
A little key word there.
Rut? Rut is the key word.
Key word of the episode. Word association. Rut.
Rut. I immediately thought of something funny that you would maybe take as insulting, and I thought, Dawn.
I'm in a rut? How do you associate me with the word rut?
Well, I was just joking, because sometimes you do say it's sort of like a funk is a rut, right? Like it's not a foreign concept. I was just kidding.
Oh, funny.
What do you think of?
I think of the rut in which like a physical rut, like a hole. That's what immediately came to my mind.
Is a rut a hole?
Yeah, I think like a tire rut.
I don't know what a tire rut is.
Let me see. Now I'm curious. No, oh my God, Kelly, come on. This is like number one definition: a long, deep track made by repeated passage of wheels.
Like a tire tread? Like a tire
Not
track?
the tread. The tread is like, it's like when you drive through mud and you leave like a track. That's a rut.
I had no idea.
So that was my word association. I thought that.
Interesting. See, I was thinking like creative rut because that's how I hear it used.
All you hear is me saying, I'm
I
in a
just
rut. I'm in a rut. I'm
I
in a
just
rut.
hear, yeah,
Wow.
I just always hear my husband saying he's in a creative rut.
God. I'm so stuck in a rut. That's all I just every day.
Except when you tell me you're stuck in a rut, evidently you may be stuck in a tire track. I don't even know.
I literally got stuck in a physical rut.
I should check on you more often.
I need help. I'm stuck in a rut.
I'd be like, you just need confidence, Don. Just be confident.
Yeah. To me, a routine rut is where it becomes boring and you're unmotivated.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Groundhog Day over and over. And it's like, whoa, this routine is, I got to switch it up. So then you're in a routine rut.
Has that happened to you before?
Of course. Absolutely.
You get it. So you recognize that you're in a routine rut and you just change up the order that you do things. And that changes things for you.
I wake up and I go make breakfast for the kids. And I'm the freaking line cook over there where I'm making 25 things. I'm making a smoothie. I'm making eggs. I'm making fruit, then pancakes.
You're making fruit?
I'm growing it in the garden.
You are incredible.
Thank you. Thank you. Then it starts to get a little bitter and ruddy. And you're like, well, let me make something different. Or let me shower first. Now I'm going to shower first because I just got to switch something up after 3 months of the same thing. They get in the rut of like, I don't want to eat eggs anymore. And that's like, okay, I'll make you egg sandwiches.
Let's just put the eggs between bread. It'll be totally different.
Hey, and I think that people get in food ruts, like, for dinner ruts.
Yeah, that's true. But see, that's almost like a creative rut, in my opinion.
But yeah, that's not a physical rut. You're not stuck in a rut with food. But that's a routine rut.
Noted. Yeah. Being in a dinner rut?
Sure.
Yeah.
Because you're just like, I'm going to make the same thing I made yesterday.
I don't really actually feel like I always have a very good routine set up. I think that you do. That you go down to your office pretty much every day around the same time. You have a good routine. I think that being like a stay-at-home mom, it's hard to create a routine. And so maybe that's why I look at it more as like a to-do list because my day is more revolved around what needs to be taken care of that day. Yeah.
Yeah, you're jazz. You're playing the jazz. And I'm the military. But I think we kind of have to be because I have to work. And
it's like different roles call for different
routines.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, look at what we're uncovering.
I know. We've learned something today, Dawn. We could go to bed now. Like, we've learned what we needed to learn for the day.
Our routine, we're cutting our routine off for the day. We're done. Yeah. We're going to bed.
My God.
If I'm not at my desk by 9 a.m., I'm going to be stressed out. From 9 to 11 or 11:30, that's my work routine. I'm going to sit, work, routine. Boom.
Well, and I also think that there are physical like triggers maybe for routines. Your desk and your office is your workspace. So that's the routine. You get in there and that's where you do work. So you have to get in there by around a certain time so that you can start working.
Physical work cues. Totally.
You just listed words. That was all you did.
Work cues, physical. Totally work physical cues. I believe that you're correct, that the physicality of the routine, they go hand in hand. So for you, you need the physicality of being in our room to podcast.
Right.
And that's sets true. You up, the routine.
Yeah. Look at us. Look at us routine-minded folk. I've been in routines that I've needed to change because maybe also like it's not giving you a balance of how you spend your time. I did get into a routine where I was spending like too much time doing work stuff for my volunteers thing. It was affecting the balance of how I was spending my time. So I had to change my routine and how much time, or maybe even like what time of day I was devoting to it.
Love that.
Oh, thank you. It's so hard to tell. Sometimes you sit there on the screen and you don't move, like you don't even blink. And I just keep on talking because I feel like I'm waiting for a response and I will never get one.
I've become very conscious of how I talk to you.
So you're opting not to talk to me? Is that what you're saying?
I'm opting to be respectful and listen. That's a whole other episode. How to listen.
I don't think that you and I do that episode.
What, the how to listen?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody can. Listening's so hard. Nobody listens to what other people are saying.
What?
Huh? Huh? What were we talking about?
That was funny, Don. You and I just did a joke.
It's because we're two awesome people. You taught our boys to go pee outside. So they start peeing outside. Is that a routine or a habit? That's a habit.
That's a habit. I stand by the lesson. I don't regret teaching them that. That was just a step in the process of potty training. That's all that was. And it was fine at a certain age.
When our son is peeing on our doorstep, we're not fine.
Well, I did say at a certain age. When they were younger, I think that it was okay. Now I think they're a little too old.
When he wanted to go pee on Mater
at Disneyland,
not okay. Literally had to explain to him we're going to get kicked out of Disneyland. In which he didn't understand. He thought he could pee everywhere.
Yeah, the world is a toilet.
You noticing your routine wasn't working and taking the conscious effort, the intentional effort of restructuring your routine is really difficult because it takes 66 to 254 days to restructure.
It probably wasn't routine then, is what I would say, because I don't think I had been doing it for that many days. It was more just how I scheduled my time. That's all.
It was becoming routine.
I guess it was on its way, but it was probably a good 50 days from being routine.
It was the 20-day mark.
Yeah,
it was more than that.
It was pretty far off from being routine, according to those calculations.
I had a routine, right? Our boys and screens, they were starting to build a routine of needing and going to screens. And it was like, oh no, when I'm bored, I'm going to go to a screen. And that's why I was like, detox.
Right.
To cut the routine and reset a routine.
Yeah. So that was a routine rut that wasn't one in you. You were just seeing it in them. Kids totally need routines because that's kind of like saying kids need structure. It's the same. A routine is a form of structure. Is that on Google too?
Oh, of course. Well, because the routine for kids, it does all sorts of stuff. It actually teaches them organization, like you said. It gives them confidence. It opens up your mental capacity to think about other things.
It probably also helps teach them responsibility because if it's routine, then you understand whatever it is to be important. And so you're more responsible about doing it.
It helps you sleep better. Our boys are great sleepers. We structure our lives around their sleep often. Very rarely do they stay up super late because it's their routine. And if they don't, their routine's broken and they're freaking nightmares and everything's screwed and the routines the next morning are screwed up and we're talking days to reset.
We definitely pay the price. With Connor, it takes a few days to return to normal. It's unpleasant is what it is. He gets restless. He needs help figuring out what to do, basically. He
needs help.
He becomes very high maintenance. He gets hungry, but he doesn't want to eat anything. He gets bored, but he doesn't want to do anything. Like, he's just like, you can't please him, basically. He becomes a monster. That's all. Just a little monster.
Just a little monster running around wreaking havoc all over the house.
You know, after 2 days, he's back to normal and then that's fine. But yeah, he needs to go to bed. I think that missing sports practices and stuff probably affects him too, because it's sort of like his body comes to rely on that steady schedule of exertion. And so if that gets thrown into chaos or whatever, then that would affect him too. I think that a schedule is important, not just for sleep, but just for everything else with kids.
Yeah. Insightful.
I don't appreciate the tone of sarcasm.
Well put, Kelly. Well put.
Okay.
Well said. Well said.
Now I feel like I said it really poorly and it sounded stupid.
You never sound stupid.
God, now I feel even worse. Anywho, well, it's funny because also for Nate specifically, he always uses the word tradition. So I think that he sees routine activities maybe that we do as like a tradition. And so calling it that gives it like an air of more importance, like it's somehow more meaningful. Even though it's not really like a traditional act, it's just routine.
Right. But it's tradition, so it's celebrated.
Yeah, it's tradition that we have this for breakfast.
It's tradition that I go to bed at 8 o'clock. When you change the name of your routines, so the routine of unloading the dishwasher, we now can call it the sacred unloading of the dishwasher. Or the routine of the 3 p.m. surfing the internet. Now it's called the 3 p.m. scrolling ceremony.
So when I need the boys to empty the dishwasher in about an hour, I should call it that. The sacred unloading of the dishwasher.
Absolutely. It will make them excited.
Really?
I think so.
Okay. All right.
I think that they will laugh and they'll be like, what? I bet that Nate will start riffing back and forth with you about what to call this, and then they'll just do it.
Okay. They also have to empty the dryer, so we'll have to come up with a name for that.
So like brushing your teeth, the intentional cleansing practice.
Okay, let's do it. It's kind of like when the boys were younger and you taught them the word feces.
Yes. They'd have to go poop. I'd say, let's call everything feces. So when you are in class, say, teacher, I have a feces problem. Or I guess that's a whole different thing.
Poop problem.
But it's hilarious then. Then they're going around saying like feces. I need to go drop my feces off.
All right. Well, I'll do this since they don't have screens right now. I have to try to make it interesting for them. So we'll do that.
It is a recommended thing to change the language of your routines.
All right. Noted. What will they think of next on?
Well, it's always the pass off between the military and the jazz.
Yeah, we're just living the jazz lifestyle.
We are a soldier jazz player.
We're a jazz musician interested in joining the military.
Exactly. Well, Kelly, this has been fantastic. You have great routines. I love your routines.
I have very loose routines. It's interesting of you to say that, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
I think that you have good routines, Don.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You have good routines that are very productive. And I actually think that your routines help with the family routines in the house too.
Give me more.
I do, because then I can say like dad is working. It implies a time of day to the boys, kind of,
That's when you drop the bomb and the boys are like, okay, sorry. All right, dad's working. And then you'll be like, I'm going to go tell dad and break his work day. And then they're like, no.
No, I don't say that. But no, I do. I think that it helps like frame the day. Do you know what I mean? But having you go to work.
I'm the lieutenant. You're the drummer. You need both, and both are important.
I think I'm more of like the trumpet player.
Trumpet player. You're a horn.
Yeah, I'm not
like
keeping
a good horn.
Time or whatever. Yeah, I'm just like blowing.
You're just blowing. Thank you for this wonderful episode. Thank you for an hour of your time, Kelly.
Yeah, you know what you did? You made this part of your routine for the day. Well, let's do this again sometime, Don.
Let's make it a routine.
Okay.